Good morning. Today is Tuesday, January 19th, 2021. So, what I did is I chose some cards for the room. As I shuffled, I had four cards come out for the room. The first card that came up was pretty interesting. The first card that came up is, in fact, the King of Swords. Now, understand the King of Swords. Oh boy. With the King of Swords, this definitely can talk about somebody who's in charge. This also can be somebody who is a leader or is taking leadership. This card also can talk about somebody who's trying to control a situation. With this card, it definitely feels like, again, this is for the room itself. This is if you were led to this channel, if you were led to watch this video, this is going to tell you what's going on around you right now. And again, as I said, with the King of Swords, this can be a person. It's funny. It's kind of like a con man. Kind of like a con man. It also comes up similar to somebody who's wanting to take control or trying to take control. Excuse me. It also speaks about a corrupt person. It also talks about bribery. It also talks about abuse, maybe even abuse of power. This is definitely talking about somebody who's trying to do things against maybe better suggestion or better authority. Somebody who's feeling that they can create their own laws or rules. This is somebody who is definitely not out for the good for everybody else, but only for themselves. When I get the King of Swords, this is somebody who feels that they are like the leader. They are the boss. They are in charge. They are the decision and the ruler. It is their way or the highway. There is no compromise. This is somebody who is a very bad sport. This is somebody who doesn't seem to care what other people think. This is somebody who's used to trying to get their own way due to not getting the attention they needed as a child, due to having to always scam or scheme their way to get exactly what they want. Somebody who's willing to take shortcuts. Somebody who's willing to turn their head and look the other way when things aren't being done correctly. But as long as this person is the winner or things win, then they're very happy about a situation. So whoever this is, not saying who, not choosing which one, but whatever is going on in this world. The next card that comes up is, in fact, the Emperor. So we know where the Emperor is concerned that this card talks about somebody who's very strong. This is a person who may have some immaturity. This is a person who has problems with power. This is a person who has poor planning. This is a person who is kind of like has a big nasty ego. With the Emperor card, this card definitely talks about somebody who's not sure how to take charge, somebody who's not sure how to take over, but they know they want to. Oh, they know they want to be in charge. They know they want the power. They know they want to continue with making arrangements or plans or decisions. But again, they are poor planning. Somebody does not look at all the different angles before they make a choice or a decision. They're not trying to figure out what the effects on others around them would be based on the opinion or decision that they make. Again, it's somebody who's making maybe bad choices or has a really just nasty ego about them. Very nasty ego. So whoever that is. Then next up comes the Five of Cups. With the Five of Cups, of course, we know the Five of Cups talks about looking at something that's disappointing, something that's heartbreaking, something that makes you kind of feel bad. This card also, too, can have a I want to say it can have a different effect for different people. But when I look at the Five of Cups, it's loss, it's regret, it's having grief, it's feeling abandoned, feeling unloved, feeling unwanted. So going with the other cards that we had so far, somebody who's not doing leadership very well, somebody who's making poor decisions, somebody who doesn't plan well, somebody who has a very nasty ego, somebody who's losing control of a situation and doesn't like it, somebody who's acting very immature and childish, being a bad sportsmanship and things of that nature. Then we have the Five of Cups. With the Five of Cups, again, it's somebody who's looking at loss. Somebody may have regrets. Somebody may be feeling grief right now. Somebody also may be feeling abandoned. Somebody may be feeling or unloved, okay? This is also a person who's looking at a mess that they created and wondering, what did they do? How are they going to clean this up? I can't believe that this is happening. This person also has more things coming. So for the energy for today, you may be feeling like you can't do much about what's going on right now. For the energy of all, okay, for all of us. This is no specific sign. This is not an element. This is just what is going on with energy currently today. And this comes up about either you just not feeling very sure about what you're doing, you feeling sad about something you've lost in the past. Some of you may be starting to get even sad or depressed about not having your life the way you want it right now. But it's okay, because what you achieved up to this point was important for you to go through the lessons and learn what you did to create either the family, the children, the relationships, the marriages, even the divorces. Whatever went on was meant to go on. So now you're probably having some regrets about something, or feeling bad about something, or feeling like you should have done something different, but it's okay. Things are about to change, and it's a good thing. Now, for some of you who are looking in a political point of view, this is people that could be in charge, people who are changing positions, people that are now taking a new seat, a new title, people who are still regretting maybe choices and decisions that they made in the past that was not for the benefit of everyone, somebody who made a very bad choice, somebody who created a lot of damage, a lot of hostility, a lot of death, a lot of fears, and more than you can imagine is still yet to be known. The last card that comes up for today's energy in this room, or for all around who are led to read my or watch my video, the last card comes up as the Two of Swords. So of course, we all know that the Two of Swords, it can be time to compromise. It can be time to make a decision about something. It's time to put our weapons down, so to speak, and step forward, meet somebody halfway, agree to disagree, to avoid arguments, to decide that we'd rather have smooth water flowing gently than rocky water with possibly typhoons and tsunamis and things of that nature. For some of you, yes, everything is not revealed yet. Yes, you still have some questions about a situation. And yes, there is more. There is more to come. For some of you, you may be walking into something blindly. You may feel blindfolded. You may want your eyes covered. You may not want to see what's truly in front of you. You also may be hesitant about making this choice or decision. So be careful. Be careful. Now, the card for today for fire signs is the Seven of Cups. Aries, Leo, Sag. So when we talk about the Seven of Cups, it's easily talked about for having too many choices. For somebody, it's more of having issues. Maybe issues you have to deal with. Particular issues, problems that have resulted in confusion for you, or resulted in some type of dismay. For some of you, this card can also talk about a commitment, having trouble making a commitment, having trouble staying with just one person, or your partner may have trouble right now, fire signs, staying with one person, or you may feel like there's so many choices out there that it's confusing you on whether or not you want to be committed in something. For some of you, this is about traveling and not sure where you want to go. For some of you, this is about a work situation where you may be confused on what to do or who to choose to help you to complete a particular project. For some of you, this is life looking you in the face saying, these are all the things you've done. These are all the interests that you've had. This is all the directions that you've been in. And now you're looking your life over. You're trying to make sense of something. You're trying to make sense of it all, and you're wondering what to do next. What direction should I go in next? Trying to make a choice about something very important today. All right, fire signs. Next card up is air signs. Air signs, you have the 9 of Wands. So air signs, with the 9 of Wands, that can definitely talk about, for some of you, the 9 of Wands, it's trying to maintain something. You're also maybe keeping boundaries or maintaining boundaries. For some of you, you're being very persistent. For some of you, you could be guarding something, keeping something at bay, not letting something loose, letting something out. But it's definitely about keeping and maintaining your boundaries in a certain situation. Trying not to cross the line. Trying not to go into other people's lives or situations. Trying not to own other people's shit, so to speak. You are trying to have some type of conformity to just work and focus on your own things. Build your own bridges to find your way out of a situation. For some of you, air signs, this could definitely be talking about, again, guarding maybe your heart, guarding a child. Maybe you're guarding your money. Either way, you're protecting or trying to keep others from getting to something, or trying to keep an emotion or a feeling from getting to you as well. Water signs, you have the World card today. So water signs with the World card. Very interesting, because we all know that the world has a lot of different energies around it. But what comes up to me or strikes me the most would probably have to talk about complexity. Something's a bit complex. It also feels like you may be completing something, or trying to reach a goal, or you're trying to accept and learn a lesson. For some of you, it could be talking about, I want to say immigration. I want to say there's travel coming. I want to say somebody's waiting for paperwork to be able to go somewhere, and that's coming very quickly. I also feel like there's something to do with completion, because there is something that's definitely ended or ending, and there will be a new beginning. So that's very, very positive. Something is definitely going to begin. You will definitely, or have already just reached a goal, learned a particular lesson, definitely moving forward here, definitely on your way to something new. So that's a good sign. Good sign. Earth signs, you have the 10 of Cups. So Earth signs with the 10 of Cups, we all love the number 10. Always 10 talks about completion. But where love is concerned, or where this tarot is concerned for your daily, it's going to talk about family. It's also talking about contentment, being very content in a situation. It also talks about total love, giving 100% of yourself. It's also talk about support, encouraging somebody to do what it is they need to do, or they have to do. Helping somebody to get through a hard time, a hard period, or somebody may be helping you to get through some hard times. There is a lot of benefits here to this card. I love the Ten of Cups because the Ten of Cups, again, is about what you love, what's closest to your heart. Family, whoever you call family. Doesn't have to be the so-called brother or sister, but maybe it's your work family. Maybe it's your friends, family that you have with all your friends. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's your partner's family. But whatever this is about, it's about finding support. It's about remembering that no matter where you go, how far you travel, or what you do, it will always be about home. And home is never a particular place. It's the people who occupy that space. So with that being said, this is today's daily. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. I will be coming on live today, as I promised, and we will get some things done. There's also a lot of things I want to talk about, whether it be the orbs, whether it be what's coming up in this situation with the United States. But we will see what we have to say, what you have to say, what I could tell you, and together, what we can achieve. So have a great day today, and I look forward to seeing you soon.